So before we tackle Kirk Cameron's assertion that atheists hate God, Audible.com is a website hosted by Amazon that hosts thousands upon thousands of audiobooks for your listening entertainment and enjoyment. Most recently, I've been listening to the Audible book, The Things They Carried, which is a story on a platoon in Vietnam, which, though, this book, The Things They Carried, is actually voiced by Bryan Cranston. If you don't know who Bryan Cranston is, he is known as Heisenberg, the man from Breaking Bad. Yes, his voice and audio commentary of this book is phenomenal. It literally almost put me to sleep because his voice is just so epically awesome. So if you use my link down below, audible.com/MrRepzion, you will in fact get a 1-month free trial for audible.com, and you will in fact get a free audiobook of your choosing. They have a massive wide selections of books that you can listen to from in your car, in the plane, on your jog, wherever you want to be.
I want to share a secret with you. There are two things that you must cling to by faith to be a good atheist. One, there is no God.
In other words, you're putting words into my mouth saying that I assert that there is no God. No. In fact, for the most part, most atheists that I know and interacted with do not claim that to know for a fact with 100% certainty that a God does not exist. Rather, I believe that there is not enough evidence to provide a reason to believe in God, therefore I choose not to believe in the existence of a God. I am not claiming as an atheist to know there is no God, because I would have to have a massive amount of knowledge, if not all knowledge, in order to make such a crazy assertion that I know for a fact that there is no God. And I'm perfectly open to the idea that perhaps there is an intelligent designer. But what I do know is that there is an intelligent designer, I don't believe that God, that deity, is the God of your holy book in the Bible. Because there's just so many inconsistencies and so many problems that I see with the Bible that I don't believe that God of the Bible is the God who created us, if a God does in fact exist. But here's the big thing about my religion videos, is that I actually believe that you cannot prove or disprove God. I think the whole God debate overall is pretty much stupid, and you're not going to benefit, and you're not going to make an argument to disprove God or prove the existence of God. However, I do believe that you can argue for the character of God. You can argue in refuting the attributes of the God of the Bible. And obviously, if you look at the God of the Bible, you can see he has all of these qualities: love, mercy, omniscience, omnipotent, and on and on and on. And these sorts of things, I believe, you can debunk, you can refute, because they contradict so many different theological elements within the character of who God is, that it just doesn't seem consistent to me. Therefore, I believe you can refute and disprove the character of God, the God of the Bible, but overall, in the world, the universe, it's so large, it's so big, it's so vast, it's so awe and wonder, Oprah reference if you don't know what I'm talking about, that I don't believe you can prove or disprove the existence of a deity overall. But when it comes to the Bible, that specific deity, his attributes and qualities, you can debunk and you can refute and you can disprove.
And two, I hate him. Have you ever noticed how many people are so angry at someone they say is not even there? I mean, why do people hate God anyway?
Kirk Cameron, no, 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 and no. I do not hate God, and let me explain. I want you to picture yourself, the viewer right now, in a different country, and in this country, everyone around you, the political powers, the people, the presidents, the representatives of politics, everything about this country that you're in, everybody's religious, everybody around you. And then there's you, and you don't believe in their religion, you don't believe in their God. And so, therefore, you being the minority here, you speak a critique of their religion, a critique of why you don't believe in their God. And because everybody around you in this country believes in God and is religious, they automatically think that you must hate them, that you, by definition, are automatically against them because you gave them some sort of critique or criticism of their faith, of their religion, of their God. Just because I criticize or critique a religion or faith or a belief in God does not mean that I automatically hate them. I personally just believe that out in the world everything is natural and that there are no supernatural things, and I consider the truth more important than anything, and I disagree with your God, your belief in the existence of the God of the Bible. I do not hate God, just like I do not hate the concept of Santa Claus or orcs or elf. I don't hate them, I just do not believe in them. But here's the thing, Kirk Cameron, you should be asking this question. Rather than saying atheists hate God, you should be asking, can atheists hate God? And my response to that question, can atheists hate God, is that atheists don't hate God. They hate the character of God. They hate the attributes of God. They look at the Bible and they see God as this horrible person who causes genocide and slavery and all of these terrible, evil things. I mean, take for example one of my favorite universes in the realm of science fiction and fantasy, Harry Potter. I could say that I hate the character of Voldemort because he's an evil character and he is just a bad, evil dude. And that's the thing you need to be able to distinguish, Kirk Cameron, is that we don't hate God, we hate how how God is written in your holy book, how he's portrayed as this evil, evil monster. And somehow, some way, there are still people who love to worship and love to honor and love to talk about this evil monster that's in your book. And let's be honest and realistic for a moment. You, that viewer right now, if you had the power to write a book like the Bible that would be used, I think that for the most part, all of you people would write a completely different book in regards to the character of God being this omnipotent, malevolent, omniscient type of being. You would write something completely different than the God of the Bible. At least I would hope you would. And I hope this God that you would rewrite in this book would be in total opposition of everything the God in the Bible stands for in terms of love, mercy, and gentleness, and compassion. And, you know, it would be, I think, a good character, a character that you would want to love rather than hate the character of God. So Kirk Cameron's movie Unstoppable is coming out next month, I think on DVD or whatever, and I am going to be watching the full movie, and I'm going to be debunking and refuting the entire film itself in a YouTube video. This video is probably going to be at least 2 hours in length because I'm going to go through the entire video, and I'm going to go through point by point. What you saw here in this short 1 minute and 30 clip of Kirk Cameron, this is a short clip of his movie Unstoppable. And the movie Unstoppable is exploring why the God of the Bible allows evil and suffering. Now, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I can tell you one thing. From his two statements within this short little clip, this video is going to be comedy gold and very, very fun to refute, debunk, and respond to, because if he can make these two terrible, stupid statements like atheists hate God, and that atheists claim to know that a God does not exist, which I don't claim to know at all. I just choose not to believe in him because there's not enough empirical data to prove to me that a God does exist, that this film is going to be very, very fun to respond to. And he's probably going to say a lot of more facepalm responses, just like he's done in this short clip. So until the meantime, thank you guys for watching. I hope this summarizes and you can hopefully understand why atheists don't hate God. But can atheists hate God? No, they hate the character of God, because hating something that you don't actually believe in doesn't really make a lot of sense, but you can certainly hate the character and attributes that the God is portrayed with in the Bible. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. My name is Mr. Repzion. Don't forget that you can use my audible.com/Mr. Repzion link down below to get a free month free trial of audible.com and a free audiobook of your choosing. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Daniel Sulzbach, also known as Mr. Repzion. See you on Monday.